Hi everyone out there, welcome to Africa Media Australia. I'm Stephanie Jumbo here in the studio. We're going to be talking about Valentine's Day, the pressures it brings to people, especially men. And fortunately enough, we've got a man in our midst today to help us put the male perspective into alignment to what we as women were thinking. I've got Emma in the studio today. How are you, Emma?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well, thanks. And my lovely Mohammed, you're looking nice.
Oh, thank you.
How are you today?
Perfect, thank you.
Welcome to Black and Fabulous. Today we're going to be doing trashing some hot topics. I'm sure you're ready to trash those topics with us as well.
I am happy to trash these topics, but please go easy.
We'll try. We'll treat the guy very easy. So it was Valentine's Day. We just wanted to know what the pressures Valentine's Day puts on men. Do you guys see it as a very troubling day, or do you think it's a fun day, just the way it stipulates love?
Well, first and foremost, I think every day should be a Valentine's Day. I actually think that it is quite ridiculous to have one day to celebrate love with your loved one. You should celebrate love with your loved one every day and cherish every moment of your lives together. And to answer your question in a direct way, yes, sometimes Valentine's Day do put pressure on a lot of men because they feel they need to go out and buy something just to please their partner because it's Valentine's Day. And for example, there were some people at work that were receiving roses from their partner. Other people did not get any roses. They were getting on the phone and say, I'm going to call my husband up. Why didn't I get some roses? That's the sort of problems it causes. That's the sort of pressures it puts on men.
What do you think, Emma?
I actually disagree with him. I think it is a very important day to have one day that we all cherish, just like we have birthdays that we celebrate, just like we have any other important days that we celebrate. So I think celebrating one day of love, I think, is a very important thing.
Because it's supposed to be a mutual thing. It's not just the pressure shouldn't just be on the man.
Yep.
So you as a woman as well, on Valentine's Day, you're thinking of expressing your love to your husband, your boyfriend, or whatever you have.
Your family,
your brothers, So it shouldn't be that much of a pressure. So
people are different. I can't answer this question on behalf of all the men out there, but as a person, I don't see any problem with it. I wouldn't like to take a break from my partner because it's approaching Valentine's Day. But then again, there are different opinions out there. Some people may be struggling to meet ends meet, and they think that on Valentine's Day they will have to spend top dollars to please their partners.
I'm just going to step in here right now because I'm going to argue with you. Because Valentine's Day, we do not always want material things, right?
No.
We don't.
No.
We don't want material things. We don't want you to buy us all the roses and all that. I think that thing is actually in your head. What we actually want, I think, for me, it's just a phone call. I think we've got into that age of too much texting as well. We always want to text. We're forgetting that idea of actually calling a girlfriend up or calling a wife up and go, hi, honey, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So it's not so much about the material thing.
Yes, you're right in some aspect, but there's also a lot of men out there that may think like that. And there's also a lot of men out there that may think the complete contrary.
Yeah.
Yes, little things matters the most. It
Yeah.
might just be a phone call. It might just be a bunch of roses. It might be a Pandora or a Tiffany jewelry. I don't know. Everybody's different. Every woman you meet is different.
Yeah, very
Depends
true.
on what pleases them.
Yeah.
Some people are quite happy to get breakfast on the bed. Some people are happy to go on a boat cruise. Some people are happy to just say, Happy Valentine's Day, my dear, and give them a big hug.
I think with Valentine's Day, they've put a lot of pressure on the men,
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Emma, for finally agreeing and seeing that there is a lot of pressure being put on men.
Let's see where we actually have to see where she's going with this. Yeah. This question has come up quite a few times now, a number of times, and women have been wondering, why do men cheat? We love, I know men are very visual, they're very visual. They're in a relationship with you, and they're still looking somewhere else. What is that thing? A lot of the times we've seen friends or family members who've been in relationships and they've had issues of their men cheating on them. I just want to know, we just want to know, what is that thing? I know it's quite a big question to ask, but at least we can start from somewhere. What is that thing that makes a man cheat? They come see you first time, they're in love with you, head over heels over you, and they can't sleep at night without talking to you. And after a few months down the line, there's another sister walking by, and that's what has caught their fancy. Why do men cheat?
It sounds like it sounds to me like you've had a tough time with men. But can I just say?
Can I just stop you there? Actually,
can I answer your? Can I answer your questions? Yeah. The question is, why do men cheat? The simplest answer is, Women cheat too.
But can I argue something with you right now?
Please do.
But first of all, I'll correct an impression. I've not had difficult issues with men. I've actually had smooth relationship with men, which is really good. That. But I'm just saying this on a general note. And secondly,
so you will agree that there is good men out there and there is bad men out there.
Of course. Okay, I can tell you, give you reasons why women cheat.
Thank you.
From out of the experience, not experience really, but out of the things I've seen.
Experience.
They would cheat if a man doesn't give them 100% attention. They would cheat when a man doesn't provide for them. They'll cheat when a man is irresponsible. Because when a woman is comfortable in a relationship, when a woman feels the man she's with can take care of her, she stays put. But for a man, we are loyal, we are nice, we come back, we cook for you, we wash your clothes, we take care of your kids, but because of one thing, your eyes are always outside.
Well, Stephanie, I must say that I thank you very much for your passion, your burning passion about this topic. You can hear it from the sound of your voice that you're so passionate about what you're talking about.
You're being sarcastic
I'm not being sarcastic, and I appreciate that. But in a nutshell, due to my religion, I've never had any, and my beliefs and my upbringing, I really haven't had much experience about cheating. So it's quite a difficult answer for me to really answer, or a difficult question for me to answer. But in a nutshell, some men cheat, some women cheat.
Okay.
But in society today, a lot of attention is really placed on the man as being the cheater.
I think, Mohammed, you are wrong there.
Thank you, sister.
I think as Mohammed had said that some men and some women, they cheat. But I think the cheating aspect of things leans more on the men's side. So
there's no statistics to say otherwise.
Just to conclude, I think Valentine's is a really special day and we should really respect it. And we should really celebrate it like any other days of the year. So
thank you very much, Emma. It goes back to what I said previously, that every day should be a Valentine's Day. And yes, I do agree at your comment that there should be one day to really embrace that. And I think you and I are pretty much saying the same thing.
I think you're very right. Every day you should celebrate people who are in your life. Your loved ones, you don't have to wait for Valentine's Day to buy them roses and things like that. Every woman, every man in your life needs to be celebrated. The issue of cheating, it's up to you to make a decision. If you've been with a woman for quite some time, you have to show her you love her. If you've been with a man for quite some time, you have to show him you love him. I think it's vice versa. Thank you so much, Emma and Mohammed. It was lovely chatting with you guys. For you out there, we're going to be back. We're still having a chat about Valentine's Day, men and cheating. When we come back, I've got 2 exciting guests for you.
Hi, we are very pleased to know that for several months we've continued to have about 5,000 views of our videos on the internet and about 1,500 monthly visits on our website. This tells us that the job that we're doing is well received and many of you continue to watch our videos. We really appreciate.
Welcome back to Black and Fabulous, and this chat is quite interesting. I now have Maxi Pope. Did I say your name properly?
Maximus Pope.
I have actually been pronouncing it all the way. It's quite funny. And I've got my lovely Jane. How are you doing today?
Hi, Stephanie. I'm good, thank you.
That's good. So we've been talking about Valentine's Day and love and cheating and all that. How did you both celebrate your Valentine's Day?
Well, mine was pretty low-key. I think it varies. You know, you can get really excited if you have someone to share it with. And for those who don't have someone, I guess it's just another day, you know. Yeah. Another day to feel love in the air, but not necessarily experience that yourself.
I spent Valentine's Day with my sister, and we went out for dinner and shopping. But I usually hate Valentine's Day because I feel that it's a exploitation of the commercialization of love, that we don't have to have it on just one day, like the 14th of February, and that's the one day where you can spend so much money on cards and blah blah blah. When it's
so you think Valentine's Day shouldn't be celebrated? It should be an everyday thing?
Yeah, definitely. Because I think that it's when you put it in a box like a certain day, just like the 14th, you make people do all these big things and do these big gestures that are so unnecessary, and it's not really like you can't mark how much someone loves you by the amount of roses that they send you. Like usually,
Wow, that's an interesting view.
I'm afraid I don't agree with that. It's like Christmas and it's like New Year. There's no particular day to say I can't give a gift to this person.
Yeah.
But it just reassures you, you know, for those who have family and for those who have loved ones. You know, it reminds you of why love is special. You know, love and family can sometimes get boring and monotonous. You're doing the same thing over again.
Yeah.
You see them all the time. So that
and
one
because
day,
of the busy society as well, you can't celebrate. You can't have the time to always
really
do what
do
you
it.
would. But that day, since it's set apart, say it's Love Day, you'll be able to sort of take time out and do something special for.
It doesn't mean that you don't
Okay,
love the
I'll
person.
tell you guys quite a funny story. I spoke with this guy, this really handsome, lovely guy, honestly, and I asked him how he was celebrating his Valentine. He told me he was flying back to Spain from Australia to go celebrate Valentine's Day with his girlfriend. I thought that was like mind-blowing.
The most romantic.
The most romantic. Are you in the same? Oh, she's
I
not.
don't believe him.
You don't?
I don't believe him because, like, from hang out with the boys, like, you know, out after school and stuff, and like being one of the boys, stuff like that just smells suspect.
That would actually blow me off my mind. You know?
I agree with you. I would be so happy.
I'll be
it
blown
would be
away.
The most amazing thing that anyone
I
has
will
done.
be.
Wow, I can't believe you don't think that.
I would be standing with you guys like, you guys are such suckers.
I'll fly. I'll be ecstatic. Like the just hearing it alone. Like I live in Australia. Say for instance, I was going out with someone in London, and he's flying all the way from London to come visit me on Valentine's Day or my birthday. Be the best day of my life.
Birthday, yes, but like Valentine's Day, I would be there with my lie detector tests, like whenever we have to. Since I saw you last, do you guys think that more people break up on Valentine's Day?
I think I'll let Jane answer that.
I have no idea, but it seems so because it's so much pressure. But at the same time, you can't place it and say, oh, that guy who's flying to Spain or wherever is doing the wrong thing. You know, we could have a little Titanic story once in a while. You know, true romance. Somebody who is crazy about someone
I know your
and can't
favorite
live.
movies, rom-coms.
I don't think people break up due to Valentine's Day and all that. I was speaking to Mohammed before you guys came on, and he said something about women cheating as much as men. But because it's not on the record, it feels like men are the most people that cheat a lot.
I would agree with that.
Would you?
Yeah, because I think it's both sexes cheat. I don't think it's a men cheat or, you know, more than women. I think it's just both sexes cheat.
What do you think?
Well, that's a tough one because there's this thing about, you know, men having it being in a man's genes to cheat. Like a woman will calculate things before she does it, but we have that mentality that a man will just easily give way to another woman if a woman's attracted to him. So we can't really weigh it out, but culturally speaking, men are more prone to cheat. There's this
very
African idea of
I
can marry as many wives as I want and I can date as many women.
There's also this thing going on about when a woman becomes the breadwinner of the family or relationship, the relationship tends, like 65% of the time, the relationship tends to split. They tend to go their separate ways. Why do you think that it's like very prevalent in our society nowadays?
Because African men have a problem with other African women or women, you know, getting on the same level as them. Yeah. It's either like culturally men have different gender roles and women have different gender roles, so you're never completely on the same path. Or when you now start working and everyone gets educated, we all have access to the same stuff. And it starts to bother them that what am I going to give you that you can't give yourself? Because you're earning more money than me. So maybe they feel insecure or emasculated because they think, oh, you can either find someone who will give you what you want or you just provide for yourself, and they don't know how to handle that.
Two captains can't run a ship properly. One has to be, you know, below. And when the one that we expect is not the one that's running things, then people fall out. Culturally, I think it's believed that African men should be on top in that sense. When a woman is doing what her husband should be doing for her, he loses his respect and she feels that she can do anything that she wants.
But the thing is, we still, as women though, we still have to hold our standards. we need to put our standards up there. And yeah, of course we do.
It's true.
If it means we have to get educated, because they won't go out with you if you're not educated, if you're not well to do.
And naturally, a girl will not respect a guy that she's doing stuff for. That's just the way it is.
I don't agree with you, honestly. I do not agree with you. I think I do not agree with you. I think love supersedes everything. That's you can call me old fashioned, but I'm very, very old fashioned, because I think love supersedes everything. If you're in a relationship with somebody who loves you, who has the money the most, I think it doesn't really matter.
I think the most perfect situation of that is the Jay-Z and Beyonce sort of complex, where the money isn't really an issue anymore. And I think it's about the level of ambition. And it's, if you're going to meet someone now, when you've just finished uni or you're like in uni, you both have to be ambitious. And I think you don't have to, if you have your own money or if you can empower yourself, you don't have to date those guys that you weed some of the bad guys off. So, in a sense, like you don't really, like you know what you want from someone because you can provide that for yourself.
Oh, that's quite a great area to talk about, because then when you use the word weed them off, the bad ones, the ones who cannot afford for you, sometimes might miss a chance on the person who actually loves you or who has been destined for you. What I think every lady should look out for is potentials.
Yeah, potential.
Yeah. Like the story of Barack Obama and his wife Michelle. Michelle was his boss, you know? Who knew he was going to turn out one day to be the president of America? Yeah. I think we all need to, what we have to do is look out for potentials. People you're going out with, what do they aspire to be in life? Ambition. If they are dormant in their brains, then that's a no-go area. But if they could think and they're very proactive, you know, if it's respected of a fact there's nothing coming in at the moment, I think with potentials you can tell if there will be somebody you can want to spend the rest of your life with or whatever.
It depends on what you want in a relationship. People get into relationships for different reasons.
Yeah.
Some people only want a companion. They don't care about the other stuff.
Yeah, true.
It varies.
This is such an interesting topic. It tickles my fancy when we're talking about things like this. It's been so nice talking to you, Jane and Maxie Paul. I hope I got it right this time. It's such a beautiful name.
Thank you.
As for you out there, I hope you've had fun and you've enjoyed our discussion. I want you girls to give a shout out to Africa Media Australia.
Do you want to go?
Hi guys, I'm here with Jane and Maxipo, and we're giving it up for Africa Media Australia.
Keep up the good work. We love it.
Ciao. Bye.